All right, we have a pretty good image to work from here. Let me just go back to the beginning, see the very first image where we started. Wow, what a difference. That looks a lot better, don't you think? Now we just need to put some finishing touches on it and pack it up. I am selecting the elliptical marquee tool over here, and we're going to make a vignette. For my picture size, if you have a small megapixel camera, you might want to lower this feather, but for my high resolution camera I use the maximum 250, and we just drag an oval, and if you don't like where it's at, just click in the middle and you can move it around. Alright, so there it is, and I'm going to, well, our selection's on the inside, but what we want to impact is the outside. So I'm going to select and select the inverse, and we need to make that on a new layer, so just right down here, click on that layer, new layer, and edit, fill, black. Okay, and to unselect, select, and deselect, or I usually hit Control D. Okay, so now obviously we don't want that, but we come over to the opacity and just lower it a decent amount. So what we have now is that vignetting will put the focus into the middle, right onto the subject, and so that's what we like. And so that's pretty much done. Layer, flatten image. Now we're ready to take it to production, and so we go find the crop tool right there. I have it set for 8 by 10, but that's high, 10 inches high, 8 wide. We want 10 inches wide, 8 high, so this little button right here, select that, it switches it around, and there's our 8 by 10. Now the last step that you should do when getting ready to print an image is sharpen it. And to do that, you go to Filter and Sharpen, and Smart Sharpen is what I like. And I like to look at the eyes, and this is a standard area that I work in right here. It's Remove Lens Blur. That's the one that I normally use. You can go lower on the radius or higher. See what happens when I get higher. It's getting really sharp in a way that we don't like, and what we want to do is just be subtle here. And you can also see the impact it has on the amount, so we don't need that really. And so different pictures, if it's a little bit out of focus, you know, you might want to raise the numbers a little bit, but right in there is where I like it. And you can click on this picture and it'll take it back. When you click now, it shows the pre-filter state, and after it shows the filtered state, as long as you have the preview selected. And so that's not a great difference, and usually you don't need a great difference. But let's go this right here. So I hope you can see a difference in there, especially if you look at these eyelashes right there. You can see a bit of a difference as I click on and off. And so click OK, and you have a sharpened image. It's got a vignette all touched up, cropped, and ready to print at an 8 by 10.